on Africa on France 24. I'm Clarisse Fortuné. Our top stories this Friday. D-Day has been decided. A two-day military meeting about Niger concludes with a plan. Ecowas says its force is ready to intervene anytime the order is given. Few days before Zimbabwe heads to the polls amid accusations of crackdown on the opposition. And a South Africa without the ANC. That's the objective of this seven parties coalition, bidding to unseat the ruling African National Congress in next year's election. Welcome to the program. ECOWAS forces ready to go anytime the order is given. That's the conclusion of the two-day military meeting about Niger. West African military chiefs discussed strategy for possible intervention and came up with a plan to restore democracy in a country, although no specific date was given.
Member states have signed up to certain obligations, which means they cede part of your sovereignty to the collective good, that is of ECOWAS. And I'm talking about their various national constitutions, which they must not flout and which the junta in Niger has flouted. All we are doing is to make sure that Niger gets back to rule-based governance in a sister country. We've already agreed and fine-tuned what will be required for the intervention, the strategic lift capacity, what the strategic objectives are, equipment needed, the commitment of member states, which was very, very, very encouraging. All member states of ECOWAS present here today have all committed elements. We are ready to go anytime the order is given. The D-Day is also decided, which we are not going to disclose.
And our correspondent, Justice Baidu, is in Accra. Good evening, Justice. Justice, take us through today's meeting.
So it's been a long day of deliberation of ECOWAS military chiefs, and what they've just come out with is a decision now that they say is the final steps that they've had to go through to ensure that they ready themselves for this intervention in Niger if they are called on. The next steps, they say, would be to present the report that they've gone through over the last 2 days to the bigger ECOWAS body for that consideration to be done. But according to them, they are still leaving all alternatives on the table and going through the mediation process. They did say that part of the things they've done today is actually to put together another mediation group that is expected to go into Niger beginning from tomorrow, which means that they are still open to all the available alternatives to bring this issue to a close. What they say is that their bigger alternative, their bigger objective is to restore democracy to Niger. And that is the option that they are leaving, the only option they are leaving to the junta in Niamey at the moment.
So is there a consensus within ECOWAS to intervene?
Well, according to the chief political affairs person who has been speaking here today, every member of the commission has committed to this decision to intervene when the need arises. We did ask him yesterday about Mali, Burkina Faso, and Guinea, and who were not here through yesterday and today. We know these countries have already said that they would be supporting Niger if in the instance that ECOWAS intervenes with its military. They said that these countries, 3 countries, are already under suspension per ECOWAS rules, and so is the reason they are not here, and it's the reason that they wouldn't be a part of this intervention. But apart from these 3 countries, every other member country of ECOWAS has committed to this and have or indeed indicated that they have men and resources ready if they are called on.
Justice Baidu in Accra, thank you. And you just heard all alternatives are still on the table. Analysts say any intervention would be politically and militarily risky, especially for regional players like Nigeria and Ghana. Let's hear what people in Accra have to say.
African leaders is getting too much. At least we should go by the constitution.
Ghana shouldn't even try to involve in this. We are a peaceful country. We don't want any war or anything like that.
I have a brother who is a soldier, and I won't advise him to go on this mission. If our leaders think this is a good thing to do, they should do it themselves.